Hey yo, good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon. Durham is dope. Durham is dope. See that? Hey listen y'all, yeah, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling a little down, man, because I'm just a bit overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed with what's going on in DC and what is it what this regime is doing. But it was a while back. I told some family members and friends. I said, listen, if this man is elected, it's going to be bad for black males, young black males. You know what I mean? I was telling my nephew that. I said, he not going to pardon no poor black guys. 'Cause I was talking to him about him getting a pardon or whatever. I said, you have a better chance of getting pardoned by Kamala Harris or Joe Biden on his way out than you will Donald Trump, unless you're a millionaire, convicted felon 47. Not. You got to be filthy rich or know somebody and give somebody in his regime, in his cabinet, some money to get pardoned. I don't know if NBA young boy family or whoever gave somebody some money, but that's a case. I know a lot of his white friends and family members gave people money and donated money, and their family members got pardoned, especially for white crimes like money, embezzling money and all that kind of stuff. But I knew it was going to be bad for African American males, but I did not have any idea it would be bad for African American black women and our whole fucking race. I did not know that. I knew that they had some white supremacy ideals, if you will. I'll say ideas, you know what I mean? I'm not calling nobody no white supremacist, but what I'm saying is the DEI stuff, code for the woke stuff, code for black and brown people getting less, that's racism. Our ancestors fought for hundreds of years for us to be able to vote. Now, you want to make that difficult for us with taking away with mail ballots. Older people, even Republicans, depend on mail-in ballots because they're handicapped or old and can't get to these offices to vote. That's insane. That's an insane logic. You're going to hurt Republicans as well as Democrats. You think just because there's a lot of Democrats, it may be 8 million people in New York City, but it's 8 million people in the whole state of Alabama, and most of them are Republicans, so you're going to hurt them too. I don't understand the logic of the people who are supposed to be so intelligent, so smart, the billionaires who are behind this man pushing these ideals and these concepts on this country. Let me ask you this. If you want to write an executive order that nobody can burn the flag, that's the First Amendment, you can't do that because that's a law. The Supreme Court has already in 1989 said that that's a law. You can't arrest nobody. So even if you arrest somebody, the judge can't convict them, the jury, the judge, whoever, because it's not against the law to burn the flag. An executive order can't override a law. If that could happen, then you could write an executive order, say, I'm going to take all young men, white and black, I'm going to take everybody under 21 can't have a gun. Can't have a handgun. That's the Second Amendment. You can't write an executive order to contradict or take over or nullify nothing in the Second Amendment. The Congress and the Senate have to vote on that. But this attack on this, I feel like this is an attack on my race and my people. And I know a lot of white people don't understand this, and they don't give a damn. They just think it's about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. But ask yourself this right here, white people. When you're looking at these videos on all over YouTube, Instagram, whatever, when you're looking at these TikTok, when you're looking at these videos, ask yourself this, white people. Seriously, sit back and ask yourself this. When you see a white individual being messed with by the DEA, whatever organization, whatever law enforcement organization, when you see a white person being interacted with them, the white person initiates initiates the action, the engagement. When you see brown and black people being fucked with, the agent or the law enforcement initiate the engagement. That's the difference why we can't be out there in these streets. This is bad on us. There have been a lot of very, very smart, intelligent, very, very experienced African American women fired for no fucking reason. No Democrats in the Republican and the Senate are talking on TV, on social media about all this stuff that's going on, especially with these firing of black women. You know what they're doing? Somewhere at home, eating ice cream or something, while convicted felon 47 is controlling the narrative, controlling the news cycle. Nobody's talking about Jeffrey Epstein no more on the news. We're talking about it on social media, and black people really don't give a damn about none of this. Just leave us alone. Stop making all these laws that's affecting us. We don't care what you do in this country. You can be a dictator. Just stop making laws hindering our rights. But it's going to hinder everybody's rights. Because unless this man time on this earth expires, they are not going to stop. They thinking of stuff to do everything. This man is not even making the rules or the laws, or he don't even know what's going on. This guy is coming to him. You can say anything you want about Biden, but ain't nobody ever give him an executive order and Biden asked him, what does this do? They might have talked about it, but Biden already knows what that bill does or the executive order does. Barack Obama knew what that executive order was before he signed it. This man asked this guy, every time he handed him an executive order, what is this for? What does this do? Well, sir, this right here is an executive order that tells everybody they can't eat ice cream on Sunday. There's a lot of people have said to me that they don't want people eating Sundays on Sunday. Like this shit is ridiculous, y'all. But I'm serious, man. The Democrats, man, y'all gotta start controlling the narrative more, like Gary Newsom. I've said this in the past, man. I've said this so much on all my platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Democrats, y'all got to get out in the fucking news, on TV, on social media. It's too much stuff, the ways to send information that y'all are not capitalizing on, man. It's crazy. But I feel very bad for my people, because it seems to me, I may be wrong, but this is how I'm feeling. And call me a bitch, call me sensitive, but man, this hurts. This hurts because our ancestors are being spit on, thrown in a ditch, cursed at, with all this stuff that's going on with Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi and all these Peter Thiel and Elon Musk. All these that was a Heil Hitler salute thing he did, man, and they tried to clean that up and play it off. This regime is they're not stopped. I'm just saying, for the sake of black people and this country, because black people have given great contributions to this country, and this is fucked up.